Okay, my name is Carly Smith. I'm 47 years old. I am recovered from alcohol and drug addiction. I also struggle with mental illness, and I have experienced homelessness in Austin, Texas.
Right now I work with a harm reduction program, but for the past 3 years I've been working with unhoused people in Austin. I personally voted against Prop B. I voted no on Prop B. I was upset that it passed. I think it's gonna make things harder on a lot of people, and I don't think that the supports are in place to just say, okay, you can't camp. Just move their stuff around more, lose more stuff in the process of moving around the few belongings they have, like vital documents that you need to be allowed to be in the US and to get a job, get housing, do anything. That stuff gets lost when all your belongings are thrown out at the camp you were staying at. Because you get a lot of people saying, oh, well, they can seek help. You know, they can go to services. Well, that service system is working really, really hard with kind of these limited resources and huge constraints.
So when I was homeless, we weren't able to have tents anyways, and not being able to sleep somewhere safe, or not being able to have your medications or all your stuff, your clothes, your food, was a constant battle and issue. We would be woken up all throughout the night, no matter where you tried to sleep, and told to move along. And I never received citations or fines, but it was a struggle, which impaired my health and my well-being. I believe that having a space for your stuff is essential, and if it's on public land, that everybody's entitled to be on public land.
A lot of the people who probably voted to put in place this camping ban just don't necessarily understand what that means for people experiencing homelessness. I don't think that there's an understanding of like how little shelter space we have, how our main shelter, like the Arch shelter, downtown Austin Resource Center for the Homeless, can only hold like less than 200 men in our main shelter. And we've got over 3,000 people on the street. How many barriers people have to housing. May have a criminal record that prevents them from getting housing, may have eviction debt that prevents them from getting housing, may not have an ID or social security card or birth certificate, no family member supporting them, history of going to psych hospitals, like all these things that make it really difficult to just get a safe place to stay.
They can't just push people off. Where are they going to go? They're just going to be wandering up and down the streets.
I think we already know that Austin as a city is very much invested in like business interests.
I believe it's a wealthy city and one of the biggest growing cities in the nation, and that there are resources out there.
People already feel like dehumanized. For your whole life to be like a political opinion, and for there to be people out on the street like taking video of you to like push a certain political agenda.
They should be allowed to have a safe spot with their items and stuff, and to get good rest.
It would do people in Austin well to know more about the experiences of people who are unhoused, because it's not that hard to find yourself without a home and a safe place to be. And once you are in that position, it is very, very easy to get trapped in it. We all deserve a safe place to be.